Welcome back to the Summer Dreamathon 2022. After that great run of Ghouls and Ghosts by Chubbis, we have something I guess you could say that's also a little spooky. We have Casper Scare School, any percent, by Garlips, and this is a little surreal to say, but quite literally fresh off a PB run, so take it away.
Thank you so much for having me and introducing me. My name is Garlips. I'm a speedrunner, technically, and this is Casper Scare School. This is Casper. He's a spooky little boy. He's got a beautiful little bum here. Let me just give you a little preview of the bum. It's cherubic in nature. Yes, I just PB'd, which means that we have a new emulator world record. I just did it twice actually in practice. So this run's going to go really badly because I'm going to have the worst luck because now I'm in front of an audience. But a couple of other things I will say. Shout outs to my stream team, the Clock Tower, who are nothing short of amazing. And we all run this game because of someone on our team called Tainted Tally. So big shout out to her. And of course the other runners who run this game as well. If you feel like running this game after you watch this, you really should pick it up. It's great. But I must warn you, this is a very bad game. Okay, the controls are awful, and you're going to see some really cool stuff. So without any further ado, I will count us in. Time starts when I click yes on restart level. So I'm going to count us in on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And
Good luck.
thank you. This is level 1. We are getting ready for Scare School. The only way that you can go to Scare School, I guess, is to collect 30 pieces of random, like, bric-a-brac and artwork and books and stuff in your house. I don't know why Casper didn't do this over the weekend. He had lots of spare time. He's a ghost. He doesn't need to sleep, but here we go. Anyway, if you'd seen me boot this game up, you would have seen this big yellow screen that says Blast. They published this game, and it was developed by a group called Data Interactive Design, I think is their name. Anyway, that studio and Blast are notorious for pumping out some real dodgy games on the PS2, sort of like late into the PS2's life cycle, and this is one of them. Tainted Tally, like I said, on our stream team, we had a marathon over a weekend earlier this year to celebrate the stream team's anniversary. And she had picked this up in a thrift shop and decided to just play it on stream and see what would happen. We were all amazed because it's really quite a bad game. And then watched her proceeded to kind of like route the game for speedrun and create the speedrun page. And since then, me and another runner on that team, Schmumbler, we've also been running this game. Although I will say there have been recent developments in the Casper Scare School speedrunning group, as it were. We recently split the board based on emulator and console. I used to run this game on a PS3, a backwards compatible PS3. And that and the PS2 have kind of similar time, for one of a better way, you know, like they perform very similarly. We have now discovered, we did used to have just an open board with emulator as well, but we have noticed that emulator is definitely faster. So the board recently got split, and that made me world record holder by default. Oh, I'm running late on my split. That's because I'm talking to you guys, but don't worry about it. We're not far behind. Plus, like I said, I just played the Casper of my life, so now I'm kind of like I'm cooling down a bit. But we're not far. We're only about 7 seconds off PB pace. These are the loading screens. They take about a minute. There's nothing we can do to make them faster. The only thing I did was save you the first loading screen on the first level by restarting the first level. This is level 2. No one is ready for level 2. We are going to fly the pirate ship to pick up the children to take them to school, because that's a sentence that you thought I would be saying to you today. The controls for this are very broken. The way I like to describe it is the pirate ship can either go to the center of the Earth or the moon. There's no in between. So and you can get stuck on everything. So if you get stuck and you have to turn around, it's pretty much Not a PB killer. You can make up time elsewhere in this game, but there we go. That's level 2. It was over just as quickly as it happened. The music as well in this game is absolutely brilliant. But you're saying to yourself, Garlips, why haven't we made it to Scare School yet? Well, level 3, we're going to make it to Scare School. And you're going to find out that Scare School, I'm not sure what children learn at Scare School other than to race and win, because all of the levels remaining now are race levels. On-foot races, starring Casper and his friends. This is literally the map for the next 2 races, actually. I guess Casper Scare School teaches you to win. That's what the afterlife is all about. We kind of... You can bounce off this lava. It doesn't hurt you. There's no health bar in this level. But it kind of does slow you down and doesn't slow you down. It's quicker to jump on the platforms, but not a requirement. We're about to go into Scare School in the next race, so I mean, prepare to be excited if you're not already. You can see that all of the doors and the walls kind of have this like a cycle to them, where they become see-through and you can walk through them. I'm not sure how to control that cycle, or even if it like follows logic. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm at the place and it's go throughable, hooray. Or you have to wait a couple of seconds. It's not a huge problem. You can notice I'm also taking some little shortcuts over hills and things. The only requirement are the gates. So long as you hit the gates, you're all good. Although this game is surprisingly robust for what is honestly quite a naff game. It's not a very good game, not programmed very well, but programmed robustly enough that you can't really break it. Unless, of course, you're gonna turn up to the Casper Scare School board and say, I know how to break it and get a world record, in which case, show me how to do this. You'll notice that I'm about to overlap some of these kids. That's because their pathing is atrocious and they get stuck on things as well. But we're coming up on the end of the first race here. There it is. Another loading screen. Never actually seen the animation that this game is based on. There is also apparently a Wii game that is based on this as well. My brother recently procured it for me, but I haven't actually got a Wii emulator, or even a like, I've got a Wii in storage somewhere, but haven't got the means to play it yet, so I haven't played it yet. But it's gonna become one of my personal goals to play all of the Blast published games. So this is really, like, with the best will in the world and all the reverence that comes with this phrase, but it's all Tali's fault, basically, that my life has taken this path. I'm just playing. That was fairly good, so let's get down here and see if we got the early door. Oh, we got the early door as well, so yeah, we're off to the literal races. Oh, just got bonked by that. Anyway, you'll notice it's pretty much the same lap as before, except now we go through the school as well, which means there are door frames and walls and all kinds of other interesting things to get stuck on. Casper is kind of made of blue. I'm not sure how the afterlife works. I thought ghosts could float through things, but apparently that is not the case. Unless Casper's making it fair. Because all the other kids are like werewolves and mummies and stuff. I guess they can't phase their objects, and I guess Casper is very much tied to the idea of being fair and making sure he uses a corporeal form to conduct the races at Casper Scare School. What am I even talking about? Oh, someone's stuck there. Casper's not a true ghost. Kick him out. Yeah. And also, he always wins. And his name's on the skull. It's clearly all gone to his head. But you got to jump on these crazy platforms anyway. We're getting there. You will have noticed that there are 2 pieces of music that really play through these race levels. One is this upbeat rock number that's going right now, and then it should change now. Yes, it's going to change into the soft, sleepy, acoustic rock section of the race. You know, just like upping the tempo and bringing the the action to a head with a really sleepy acoustic number. Through the doors. Oh, that was kind of good, except you might have noticed when Casper gets stuck on things, sometimes he does this little walking animation. Oh my god, that girl with the pink hair was still there. She's been there a whole lap. That's kind of funny. Anyway. We're about to finish level 3. Well, sorry, race 2, level 4. There are 6 levels in this game. It's not a very long game, so you really should play it because it's short, so it's over quickly. And boom. What? Okay, my splits are telling me that that's the fastest I ever ran that level by 3.6 seconds. I don't believe it. I don't believe you. This next level, this is the one that I call the mind game. This is Hurdles. Now, Hurdles is literally just hurdle racing in a square, but I call it the mind game because it's very easy to just mess up. Oh, I got the push. Sometimes the kids behind you can kind of push you forward and give you a boost. But if you mess up just one of these jumps, what tends to happen is you get stuck to the hurdle, and if that happens, it's very hard to regain first place. It's at that point, like, I would just restart the level because that's quicker than trying to do the whole race and finding out that you failed. Same for missing a gate. So it's kind of like you think, oh, it's hurdles, it must be easy, it's in a square. No, this is the run killer. This is where you really need to hocus. I'm getting all ghosty, aren't I? Hocus pocus. Focus and hone yourself so that you're very, very clearly focused on your goal. A little bit of hocus pocus wouldn't hurt though, personally. Also, there are some open gates on the side. I tried a lot to get through those. Nothing happens. We're on to the last level of Casper Scare School. I forget what this level's called, but we're racing against apparently the villain of the piece, the villain of Scare School, Thatch. Again, don't quote me on the lore because I really haven't. I think the only Casper thing I've ever watched is that movie from 1996. I think it had, yeah, the one with Bill Pullman in it and Christina Ricci. That's the only Casper media I've ever consumed personally, and this game. So I think I've really the cream of the crop there. It was a great movie. Yeah, I kind of want to watch it now. This is the last level. You may notice it's the same as level 2. It's the same map, but now instead of flying around it on a pirate ship, we are on foot. You'll also notice some slowdown. That's because this map is huge. Okay, we're doing good. I thought I messed up then. So basically what you have to do is you have to be hitting these gates, but at the same time, you also need to be making sure you touch the children, okay? Now that sounds really dodgy, but I'm going to give you context so it doesn't sound dodgy. The children are standing in these gateways, and you really have to make sure that you fully touch them so that they kind of follow you. You can see that it says 1 of 4 in the top left. You've got to make sure you hit them dead on, right? So you really got to hit the children dead on, okay? And now I've given you context. That doesn't sound weird. Anyway, we've got 2 of 4. You notice that I've got a health bar on this level. If you run into too many cars, you will lose your health bar, but it's really not a problem once you've practiced the level enough. And you can get some health back with those coins. I think I picked up at least 1 coin because my health bar had taken a knock. And we are going to be coming up on time soon-ish, so be ready with the counter, and I'll try and count you in, but it's going to be the last gate here. So it's going to be, I think, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. That's time. And thank you. I make that around sort of 12:41ish, 12:40ish, which is, it's still great. It's it would have been a PB for me if I hadn't PB'd in practice. But that's Casper Scare School for you.
All right.
I'm going to be running again tomorrow. Roughly about this time, maybe a little bit later, it's going to be Gregory Horror Show, which is a great PS2 game. And I'll have a friend on the couch for that as well. So I'll save all my plugs for then. But if you like me, my name is Garlips. You can find me on the internet by searching Garlips. You can go to my Twitch page. I've got a link there for all of the stuff that I do, and I do a lot of annoying stuff that you can go and check out if you like. But thank you for having me at the marathon. Yeah, I'll get out of your hair, and I'll hopefully see some of you tomorrow as well.
Thank you so much for that run, Garlips of Casper Scare School. And we'll be seeing Garlips tomorrow, like we said. And next up, we have a game that may or may not be just as spooky, a Mystic Bell run by Nori Maki and True Ending Normal. Stay tuned.